As we come to you from the Weston Book Cadillac, and as we've mentioned a number of times, this UHY event has happened around the world, and we're just thrilled that it's now happening in Detroit. Our first contact with UHY was when the company had a different name, and it was a young Tony Frabotta, who is CEO of UHY Advisors. How many years ago was that, Tony?
A long time ago, Paul. Probably,
40,
I don't know. I can't remember
30,
exactly.
40.
So
I mean, it was a long time ago.
44 years ago.
Fulmer Rajewitz.
Fulmer Rajewitz.
And who said this isn't early in the morning here at 7:17? And Tony is sitting across from us right now, as is Bernard Fay, Bernard Fay, chairman of UHY International, and it's interesting. An English father, a Spanish mother, and Irish heritage, and that means you add all that together and you become chairman of UHY International Spain.
No, I become chairman of UHY International.
All over the place.
All over the place.
But you're in Spain.
I'm the managing partner of the Spanish firm, yes.
Okay. So how are you enjoying Detroit?
I'm enjoying Detroit very much.
Have you been here very often?
No. It's my first time.
Oh, your first time?
My first time, yes.
All right. Are you going to take in any of the games? I know some of the folks went to the Pistons game last night.
We went to see the Red Wings.
You saw the Red Wings. All right.
Very impressive.
And you might stick around. Some are sticking around for the Lions game Sunday, I'm told.
That's correct.
Yeah. How long is this event? How long does it go? 3 days, 5 days?
It's a joint event. We have the UHY Americas, the U.S. firm, is having the event. We've been here since Monday through this afternoon. And then we will have a joint event this afternoon, and the international group takes over through the end of the week.
Yeah, I noticed there are two different programs, the 2018 National Leadership Conference, the 2018 Annual Meeting Program.
Correct, and this is a joint meeting we decided to put together. Our leadership conference in the U.S., which we've been doing for some time, and last year in Paris. You know, in the past we talked about doing this in Detroit, and everybody would give you the look and say, 6 years ago they said, what about Chicago? What about Manhattan? Last year in Paris we said, let's do a joint event with our international partners, and they said, well, what about Detroit? So it's amazing what's happened in 6 years.
The change. Now people, as we've heard earlier in talking with some of the guys, Tom Callan, Reese Maddock, and Rick David earlier, that people get excited now when you say, how'd you like to come to Detroit for our meeting? And that's a big deal. That's a big change.
And I think we take that for granted, what Governor Snyder's done and what our mayor has done in the city. And
Christopher Illich, who long ago, and I forget what we called it at the time, but Chris Illich came on and said, you know what, we're going to decide. We have meetings all over the country, for example, in their case. We're going to bring some of our meetings into Detroit on a regular basis. And then a lot of companies started doing that. And that feeds off itself. And it's all good and all positive. And I salute you guys at UHY for doing this on an international basis. And as I said to Bernard, that I'm hoping that you're enjoying it, your first visit. It seems like it's going well.
It's going very well.
How different is your business? I know you're overseeing all of international, but you're there in Spain. How different are the challenges that you face?
Well, you would be surprised how similar everything is nowadays all over the world.
Nobody was contacting you late last night asking what they should do from a tax standpoint if they won the lottery, though, did they?
No.
Did anyone call you, Tony?
Well, no, some of the international partners did ask me where they could buy a ticket. No.
I'm sure they did.
They won.
Did you send them to North Carolina? I think it was North Carolina.
I told them that they could buy a ticket probably anywhere down the street. So
yeah, and two $1 million winners. Tickets at least that were sold in Michigan. So there were at least two people that won $1 million each, and then there are other prizes out there as well. Good idea to check those. And then there's a big drawing tonight that's only $600 million, and people are like ho-humming that because it's not $1.6 billion. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah. Do you have a lottery in Spain?
We have very strong lottery in Spain as well. Yeah.
Where does that money go to? The profits?
The money goes to the government.
The government.
It's a national lottery.
Out of a $2 ticket, 50% goes to the winner. We're told, 7% to retailers, 5% to marketing, 35%, in this case, to state government, and ours, they decided long ago to put it into the schools. So it's been about $2 billion into our schools. And am I the only one that wonders if our schools are in bad shape now with that $2 billion, where would they be if they didn't have that $2 billion?
No, I would. I think a lot of people would agree with that. But what I would say though is if someone does win it, to give us a call, because we will help them on what they should do. All right, with those winnings from a personal perspective. But going back to
come on now, how can I not say that Tony Frabotta was at home one day and got a phone call with a guy claiming he won the lottery, one of the lottery draws, and he, of course, like most of us, didn't believe him. And so the person said, "Have you checked your emails lately?" So he had not. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it? It was late. And you went and checked your email, and you saw that you had won something, and you saw a lot of zeros.
Yeah, that's correct. So, but that was a long time ago, Paul.
See, I didn't bring it up. Cheryl, he brought it up. He said from a personal perspective, and I had to explain because he won $1 million in the Michigan lottery. So God bless you for that. And got a lot of us buying our tickets now on the computer, so the computer could do all the work.
I have helped a lot of people set up their online accounts. Let's put it that way.
You should be getting a commission. Well, this is a great event. UHY, the U.S. National Leadership Conference, and the International Annual Meeting, bringing these people from around the world to see our fair city, and we salute you for that. That's a very big deal.
So, Bernard, how many countries are here right now?
I don't know the exact number of countries that are here, but I would guess that easily more than 50, I would say.
Yeah. So when you look at the international group, there's over 95 countries, 320 offices, and we probably have a good majority of them here in Detroit. And they brought their families, by the way.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, this is good. And I know you've set up a lot of interesting, wonderful visits and things for them to do.
I think the big disappointment was Monday for a number of people because the Motown Museum was closed, but they are going there Friday now. So.
Okay, you've rearranged.
But it's quite normal in UHY meetings for people to bring their families, because we always refer to UHY as a big family, not only a network of professional service providers.
You know what, Bernard? That's a good thing to point out. And with the kind of work that you guys do, especially when you're starting out, and these young people that you guys work 90 hours a week. You notice how I got that in there. And I mean, there's a lot of time away from the family at different times of the year.
Absolutely.
So it's good to be together with family.
And
yes.
It also helps, I think. In order for work to flow internationally, you need to build trust. And trust is all about getting to know people. And if you get to know people, not only in business environment, but also socially with your families, I think it creates some bond among the people that make it a very strong relationship.
Bernard Fay, chairman of UHY International, and over all these countries, but he's based in Spain. And Tony Frabotta, CEO of UHY Advisors. Final word?
As Bernard said, this is a great family. We found the similarities with our firms across all these countries are the same. We represent middle market businesses, and we want to do the best jobs for our clients and really want to help our people prosper. So we have the same strategy.
Gentlemen, thanks for having us. Thanks for letting us be a part of this wonderful organization and annual meeting right here in Detroit.